When you've always lived with limitless energy, you have no concept of how dark the world is without it, or how much work it is to get anything done. I know the statistics. They don't tell the stories.
My mother had a very difficult time. For me, when I was growing up, I saw that was her life. That's how she is supposed to do things. But unless and until you know what the other world looks like, you don't know. So you take that as a given. When I first saw electricity, I was I think about 8 years old. It gives a different meaning to how you live, what you can do, how you can do things. Addressing energy situation and energy challenge is a very complex issue.
Access to energy is one issue. Being able to afford enough of it is another. I realize now the person living in fuel poverty might be my neighbor.
Making people aware of the costs and the limited nature of the resources is really, really important, because it's not that people are necessarily unwilling to think about this, but they have not been put in a position where they've had to.
When energy access is unreliable, life doesn't stop when the power goes out. People cope. They keep doing what they do. They just do it differently.
I grew up facing this issue of access, having access, but seeing people not having access and seeing the grid being vulnerable. And my dad, being an engineer himself, he worked at the utility company. During the rainy season, to protect the system, they would decide which part of the city to shut down to avoid damage to the equipment. I think the group that suffers the most are young people. So tie those two things together, lack of education, lack of access to energy to get education. The development of the country hinges on us having access to affordable and clean energy.
Energy can be used to address other problems in a country. If we generate energy properly, and if it is used properly, then energy can actually be the driver.
I think there's a human side of energy access that hasn't been told. And it's not just the suffering. The untold story is the potential if you can address the lack of energy.